wanted it more, creating the second chance opportunity and cashing in.
Kicks it out to Mitchell. Off target from three-point range.
Yeah, but the defense was determined not to give him an inch of free space.
Growing up around New York City, Doris, Donovan Mitchell was around pro sports as a kid.
He sure was, Kevin. His dad obviously worked in baseball. Donovan spent a ton of time in big league locker rooms. And how about this? During the 2010 famed decision from LeBron, Mitchell was actually in the crowd listening to it.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to talk with J.B. Bickerstaff for a minute. He told me they have to lean on their post game tonight. He wants them to get the ball into the block each time down the floor and pound those guys inside. Sounds like this could be a real physical battle, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And now, just over a minute played here in the first. Here's Garland. From down in the low post, it goes.
Well, the toughness of Darius Garland on display. Wants to finish through contact and get the bucket.
And it's Williamson missing.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
McCollum, no good.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Here's Mitchell. Kicks it out to Garland. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. New Orleans has come out of the gates quickly. McCollum, no good.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
Mitchell. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
It wasn't long ago that the Cavs were an afterthought in the NBA.
Well, not anymore. I mean, Cleveland has a tremendous young roster. They play some of the toughest D in the NBA, and they're only going to get better in the years to come.
And the way C.J. McCollum-Gray can get a shot up while moving, that's a big part of his game, isn't it?
Yeah, very few players can shoot as well as McCollum on the run. Applies for his pull-up jumpers or when he's falling out of bounds. McCollum, one of the best in the league.
Boy, the missed free throw there, keeping this game at even. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
To the middle. Here's Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
Oh, that's inexcusable defense. Once Williamson buries himself inside, you know he's looking for the throwdown.
Garland with the bucket.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
The Pelicans trail. Pass to Valanciunas. And he can't jam it through. Here's LeVert. Mitchell outside. And there's the call on Zion Williamson. That is his first foul of the game. Garland looking it over. Pass to Mobley. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Just 5 to shoot. Garland, no good. 1:04 left in the first. And here is Hernan Gomez. It's Murphy outside. Allen with the rebound. Now Mitchell. 5 points in the game. Mobley trying to free himself up. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Mitchell is doubled. To the paint. Cleveland moving the ball around. Back to Garland. Hayes with the steal. And now the Pelicans on the break. Here's Alvarado. And it's sent back by Allen. Daniels from outside. Connects from three-point range. Cavaliers trailing. Inside. It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. And pushing it up. Here's New Orleans. And then Murphy with the dunk.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. New Orleans on top, up 1. After and this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Pelicans.
And just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmares clamps thus far.
So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland. Torres with the officials calling slightly. Fewer fouls. It seems like we see a more physical game on the floor. What do you think?
I think it's a change for the better, Kevin. Obviously, you want guys to be safe, but the defense must be allowed to do their job. You can see the kind of confidence Donovan Mitchell has in that handle. His ability to navigate off the dribble drive, nice.
And it's Mitchell with the jam.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Cavaliers.
And guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
Greg, everything they're doing is working right now.
Good run they have going right now. The momentum is huge.
And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
McCollum outside. Kicks it out to Williamson. And the Pelicans get it back. Jones, that's for 2. And the Pelicans miss again. And here's Rubio. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Pass to Okoro. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Mitchell. He doesn't hit that one. And it's the Pelicans taking it the other way.
I think people underestimated the Pelicans last year. They had such a tough start to the season, but still were able to make it to the playoffs.
Unfortunately, the Pelicans did make a first-round exit in the postseason break.
In a series they took to 6 games, but yeah, they couldn't put together that deep run. Maybe this year things will be different.
first free throw is good.
And there had been so much talk about Zion wanting out of New Orleans. That was all put to rest this past summer. Zion signing a loaded extension to keep him with the Pelicans for the next handful of years.
Here's Mitchell. He's got 9. Pass to Lopez. It's stolen by Valanciunas. And now the Pelicans on the break. Williamson with the ball.
Yeah, and quick and shifty there off the bounce. Fluid with that shot motion as well. Williamson continues to impress.
The shot's good from Lopez. And the Cavaliers lead by 1.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
It's a pick by Love. Here's Mitchell. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
There's a measure of composure with Donovan Mitchell, just so calm and focused, understanding how to manipulate the pick and roll.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Last season, we know the Pelicans made that trade to bring in C.J. McCollum. He says, I think it's a match made in heaven. I'm happy to be here. The cool part is that I haven't had to make any real adjustments. The way I play is the right way. Kevin, back to you.
Well, and he's completely changing teams mid-season. Tough thing to do, but he is a veteran that can certainly handle it. Ball in his hands. Good things usually happen. Hey, David, thank you for that story. And stolen by Love. Rubio with it. Now guarded by Ingram.
Guys, just pure strength from Kevin Love. The defense just not good enough.
The Cavaliers have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far. And great for Kevin Love. He feels like he's got a lot of years left in the league.
And Kevin, coming off the bench should lengthen the end of his career. He can thrive as a bench weapon with that green light, and he's got that light to let it fly with that shot.
Back to Rubio. Some solid defense from Ingram. New Orleans leading by 3. It doesn't go for him. Good D by Love. And here are the Cavaliers now. Here's Mitchell. Into the lane. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
This is where Donovan Mitchell is nearly impossible to stop. With that aggressive defense, he still finds a way to score it.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Yeah, Williamson stopped on a dime there. He's got the footwork and body control like a guard, but he's 280 pounds. And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Pass to Love. To the left side wing. Okoro shot is off. Daniels from outside. Hands it from downtown. Daniels has got the lead up to 6 now for the Pelicans. And so it's New Orleans with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Right back after this break. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
New Orleans leading by 6.
And guys, things are looking up in New Orleans. The extension for Zion Williamson reflecting his commitment to this young core, and with the 8th pick, And Dyson Daniels, the Pels added to their bevy of young wing defenders. They're building a team to contend.
Back to Mitchell. Takes the three. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Pass to Murphy. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Here's Garland. He has 6. Mitchell outside. Back to Garland. Shot clock at 6. Leans from outside. Off the left rim and out.
He really made that shot harder than it needed to be, and coach is not happy with that choice.
The drive by Mitchell. And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
Man, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Alvarado. Back to Hernan Gomez. On the wing, Daniels. He's got 8. Hernan Gomez, no good. The Cavaliers trail by 6, and so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Substitution.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Back to Garland. Banked in off the glass. Garland's got 8.
Tremendous balance and body control. Darius Garland, no stranger to finishing inside.
Here's McCollum. Indoors for Darius Garland, playing point guard, runs in the family.
That's exactly right, Kevin. Think about it. His father, Winston Garland, played 7 seasons in the NBA. And while Darius has always wanted to follow in his father's footsteps, Winston will be the first to tell you that young one is already better. Darius Garland playing the role of ball distributor to perfection. Pretty pass.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
The wide open look here for Garland. His 3-pointers off the mark. And so it's Williamson who brings up the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. They lead by 4. Can't cash in from close range.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
And it's LeVert missing.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
And that one's good. Ingram.
And this is what Ingram can do for you. Make a variety of shots over the course of a game. Tonight, he has been unstoppable.
Here's Garland. That shot, no good. Good D by Williamson. From 15 feet away. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
Listen, he hits that shot on a regular basis. Give credit to the offense for getting him a clean look.
And in transition, it's Ingram. Here we go. The Cavaliers trail by 8. Garland with it. Now guarded by Ingram. And the rejection by Valanciunas.
Well, Valanciunas reads the play and snuffs it out. That's the kind of defense you need from the 5 spot.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Karis LeVert has become one of the game's best slashers. He says, honestly, I just go to the front of the rim and work on different spins. Getting more comfortable with both hands and finishing. Kyrie Irving did that when he was younger, and that's one of the ways he became a great finisher. Kevin, back to you.
He is a great finisher. David, thanks. He's studying the greats, and it's paying off. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Pelicans leading by 8. And Doris, looking back at last year, the Cavs far exceeded expectations.
They played beyond their years. Such a young team that played with such maturity, and that was coming off some very lean years. To me, their talent is unmistakable. Give credit to the organization for drafting well and making key trades that have really elevated this roster.
And when you think of McCollum, the word efficient comes to mind. This guy just shoots the ball and plays the game at a high level.
On offense here are the Pelicans. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. Graham with the bucket.
Challenging the bigger defender, cutting him down to size with that one.
It is not an easy task trying to convert against length. Give him credit for taking on that challenge.
And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Here's Alvarado. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Garland. A slam dunk by Garland.
And dropping the sledgehammer there. He curves a 10-0 run by the Pelicans.
From the stripe, Love grabs the board. The Cavaliers trail by 10.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Well, it's amazing. If you finish quarters the right way, it can have such a great impact on the outcome of a game.
They grab their own miss. Shot's good by Hernan Gomez. Hernan Gomez has got the lead up to 12 now for the Pelicans.
Yeah, quick to the punch. Good anticipation by Willie, that time owning the offensive glass.
And so it's New Orleans up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And they're winning the turnover battle very easily in this one. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Pelicans leading by 12. Here's Alvarado. No good on the triple. And he commits the intentional foul. And so here's Cleveland.
This is what superb defense is all about, guys. He read that all the way.
Pretty devastating, actually, to turn the ball over like that and surrender 2 more points.
Outside Garland. Plays it up and banks it in.
Nice job creating for the easy deuce.
And so Graham will bring it up for New Orleans. Takes a 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
3 points.
And the Pelicans lead by 15.
Yeah, you have to make greater effort than that defensively. You know what he can do from range.
Well, to me, that's just inexcusable. You start to wonder how much they really want this basketball game.
Clock is at 3. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
Well, give Darius Garland credit for looking to score. He forces the defense into action.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Here's Mitchell. That one's not going to go. And New Orleans will come the other way. Driving the lane. Graham. No good that time. Excellent D there from Allen. Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
Here they come, fans. It's your Cavs Powerhouse Dance Team.
now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Guys, I was able to catch the message Willie Green gave to his team. His demeanor was not one of a coach whose team was well ahead. He said this is the time to turn up the heat, make one final push, and try to close out strong. Let's see if they were listening, guys.
Thank you, David. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Ingram outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. And the Pelicans lead by 18.
In working away from the ball, Ingram thrives in the catch and shoot. A player you have to stay connected to on defense. And this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way. When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long. What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Jones, no luck. The Cavaliers trail by 15. Garland with the bucket. 19 points for Darius Garland.
Darius Garland clearly in a groove, and his teammates just rely on him to get great production.
Well, what a dunk artist this guy is. Whenever Williamson takes flight, you're just expecting to see something special.
Here's Mitchell. Takes it into the teeth of the knee and converts the way up.
Well, you like how aggressive he is.
Oh!
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Pelicans.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
And here's Ingram from the arc. That one doesn't go. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. From deep three-point range, Garland with the bucket. Garland's got 22 points.
How about the range on that shot? We see you, Darius Garland. Stop showing off.
.111 left to play in the final quarter. Ingram wide open. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for New Orleans.
The bench gave him a big lift in this game.
Well, listen, Kevin, anytime your reserves can perform at a level that high, it puts you in an excellent position to win the game.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Brandon Ingram.
Boy, whatever was needed, he provided it. He was the jack of all trades. Big bucket on one end, big defensive play on the other. I thought his influence was felt all over the floor.
Garland, no good.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And that one's good. Ingram.
Well, they knew it would be a hostile environment, and they rose to the challenge.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
Ingram outside. Now here's McCollum. So we see New Orleans taking the W here. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was